Welcome to the third episode of Series 85, everyone. This month we have Julian Kay joining us to talk about the mutant animal retro clone RPG called Mutants in the Now. In today's episode, we equip our characters, find out what they're good at, and who they know outside of the team. But before we get to all of that, we do have some calls to action coming up after the show. Here's what to expect.
Join us here after the show, where we have info about an upcoming live Twitch stream that we're planning for the show, as well as information on our Patreon and how to leave a review for the show. And obviously, of course, our patron thank yous.
With all of that out of the way, enjoy the show, everyone.
There, with those selected, we can move on to the step 7, which is the skill packages. This is the part we'll probably want to look back at the, well, you will want to look back at the background tables and see what you had there.
Yeah.
So we get all of that, huh, right? One basic skill package, one street, one wild, 4 hobbies, a survivor equipment package, and then bonuses to some other stuff.
I've forgotten I gotten +4 affinity for what my...
Yeah, I didn't realize I got plus is to perception. What is CTCT?
It'll be a sub-attribute. Just mark it down for now.
Okay. And then +5 SHT. So that's 30.
Yeah, will and SHT and CTCT are all going to be sub-attributes at the end.
Oh, excellent.
I get +1 will.
CTCT is your amount and quality of your contacts. So,
+2 speed. Oh, I am so fast. I am the quickest little bunny.
Mm-hmm.
No, for real, though, my speed is a 20 now.
Oh, wow.
For real, I am the quickest bunny.
You're just so fast.
I can run away so good.
My perception and endurance are my highest stats at 17 and 19. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, right now my high one is affinity of all things.
Oh.
And which I guess is a public mascot. It's well enough.
Okay, so I see a package types between basic, artist, automotive, domestic. Oh, interesting. So I get one of these, huh?
So I get a basic package, a street skill package, a wild skill package. This is a lot, it feels like. 4 hobbies.
Yep, you'll usually have 2 to 3.
1 survivor or basic equipment package.
Okay, and it comes with skills on there, primary skills and optional skills.
Yeah, but the list of skills by the categories on page 54, and they're, of course, divided up like basic, professional, street, some blended, most of them are in like 2 different categories for the record.
Okay.
Oh, extreme sports. What you do is sick. It's the description. I like that. Oh, like skating and skiing and surfing.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Choices.
I know this this determines like the whole thing about my character here. I could go like artist or domestic.
I could just have a bunny that's really good at explosives.
Yeah. Or I could do construction and just go extra beefy.
I can't actually be good at explosives, but...
Yeah, you need one of those military or science packages.
Yeah, no, I have basic and street. Oh, and wild.
Yeah, I have basic and professional. So, professional covers a lot.
Okay, so for wild, obviously we're picking prey. I haven't looked at it yet. I have no idea if that's really what I want, but...
Oh yeah, I get 1 wild package too.
Can I be good at extreme sports?
I know.
Okay.
Predator package. I could turn invisible and shoot people with lasers on my shoulders. Oh, wait, not that predator. Sorry.
Yeah. No, not a yachtja. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, I can't have aviation.
Now, if you could definitely pick up with your hobbies, like an aircraft skill, but
This bunny flies planes.
Why not? Okay, so wild, I'm going to take predator because that just makes sense.
Yeah, I think for my wild, I'm going to take prey. It's me. +1 speed. Now I'm at 21.
Oh, I could do extreme sports as a street skill package. That's +1 to strength for my predator package.
probably have to pick up artist.
And then for these, we get all of the primary skills, and then the optional skills can we take if we want, or like how does that work for the optional ones?
That's a good question. Basically, you can swap out one of the optional skills for one of your primary skills.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
And you can also, they probably not got to worry about here, actually just go down to 2 skills and boost those 2 skills that remain.
Oh, interesting.
And then on here where it says attribute A, attribute B, how do you determine that?
Oh, we'll get to that, but just mark down the skill for now.
Okay.
We'll get to that once we get to start actually figuring the skills.
Slow down is what we're saying. Okay.
I think I'm going to go as my basic skill package, traversal, which lets me get around better. Adds prowess and speed. I really needed some prowess, which was my lowest attribute at that point. But also I can ignore +D due to rough or narrow terrain. They'll still suffer any move reduction, and then add 25% to move. Good to know. Athletics, climbing, swimming, first aid, and escape.
Well, I could take business.
You could.
Honestly, I'm going to do it. Why not? Actually, I should probably read through the full list here more carefully before I start just writing things down.
I got to find the difference between sneak and snoop.
Sneak is being sneaky. Snoop is looking through other people's stuff.
That's true.
I don't know if that's true. I mean, it is in real life. But, ooh, actually, spy seems kind of, maybe I could be a spy.
So I can stalk. I can track. And vigilance, I don't think. No, I don't want, I'll take vigilance away and I think go into sneak. Yeah. Okay. Got those. It's a package skill. And then my last package is a street package. I don't think I need to be spy.
I just picked that one, so.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you can't too, obviously, if you want to, but.
Yeah. Does anybody have artist?
I strongly considered it, but ended up going with extreme sports instead.
All right. I'm going to go with street artist for mine. I think that sounds fun. Performance, visual art, writing, marketing, or troubleshooting. Interesting. What is troubleshooting? Repair computer hardware.
Is fixing computers.
Oh, I don't think my character would be much for computers. Visual art, marketing. And I know what marketing. Create appealing promotions and ads. No, I think I'm just going to go with the basics. Performance, visual art, and writing. Gives me +2 to affinity, which gives me my 4th at 15. And +1 to perception, which is another 18 there.
Basic package.
And then the last thing I think I need to select here for skills is 4 hobbies.
So hobbies are literally just go to pages 58 and 59 and pick out different skills.
Okay.
Just make sure they're aside from the others.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with traversal for my basic skill.
That would fit.
Most hobby skills are granted by a background. A character also gains additional hobby skills equal to the +2 cognition.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah.
And I think after you select your skill packages, that should be the last of your attribute modifiers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, my speed went up
Yeah, because
again.
these skills themselves don't give you modifiers, right?
Right, they get a bonus to the raw trait.
Yeah.
They get a full attribute value. But when it's referring to that, it's referring to what's called the prime mod. If you look at the attribute thing, you'll find it either on the mutation sheets or on page 13. For example, I have +4 from cognition. So I'll have 4 extra.
Okay. So I got a 15 in my cognition at this point, so I should have a +2.
Yeah.
So I would get 6 hobby skills.
Okay, so I get +4. Like I get 4 hobby skills from my background.
Yep.
Thing, right? And then my cognition is 18.
So that'll be another 4.
Oh my god, this is
So you get
things.
8
Okay.
extra skills. Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take sociology for one of them, and probably psychology while I'm at it. Because this character's all about group dynamics, right? Should I take riding? I don't think I'll be riding horses or anything like that anytime soon.
It's a little tougher at size rating 11 to 800 pounds or whatever to find. Not impossible. I mean, we have somebody running around in the current home game that has like size level 13 and is only semi-bipedal, so people ride on them.
There you go. Yeah, no, I'm only 272 pounds at 9'2". So that's not too bad. All right, what other fun things can I have in here? I already have athletics. That makes sense.
I feel like deduction can go along with my little spy trait.
Yep. Synergizes.
Mm-hmm.
I already have like all of the running away skills. Got athletics, escape, hide, snoop. Ooh, camouflage. That seems like...
Camouflage is good. Caretaking, sure. And I also picked up trainer as well, so I could train wild and domestic animals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whisperer, that's cool. That lets me understand an animal's emotions and desires.
Ooh, parachuting.
Oh, fun. I can't imagine my character parachuting.
So vigilance. It says notice moments of weakness from prey. I am the prey.
Now it could be.
But I feel like I could still take vigilance though.
Mm-hmm. Why not? I think I'm gonna go for my last hobby, homemaker, so I can take care of my my pride, my pack.
Adorable. Did I get sneak? I didn't take sneak. We're obviously gonna get sneak.
Okay, so these are hobby skills. Check in the box. Okay. I have my skills.
I have to have so many hobby skills. I need 4 more. Oh my gosh.
I think the only other thing I get from my my background was the survivor equipment package, but I assume we're going to be covering that coming up shortly. Yeah. In step 8, get stuff. I was right.
And I don't know whether or not we will actually want to go through the determining the percentiles for purposes of the podcast.
Right.
But the key point, one other thing I should mention that kind of got overlooked as we're picking out hobbies, is there are also proficiencies on page 57, which are basically the weapons you know to use.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I would bring up with those is that if you get a weapon as part of your equipment, you automatically have proficiency with it. Mm-hmm. So if you forget something, it's not the end of the world. But that's what those are, and they're taken with hobby skills.
Sure. I don't think I use weapons at all. I am the weapon.
And the other point I bring up is you'll have a number of specialty skills equal to your cognition bonus.
Okay.
And basically with how it works is each is tied to 2 attributes, each skill.
Oh, yeah, I see that now.
when you're essentially doing your professional skills that you get from packages, what are typically called in feature books expertises, you basically take the higher of the two attributes and use the percentile associated with it as you're starting, and your skill gain as you gain levels is based on the secondary attribute, on the lower attribute. And with hobby skills, it's the opposite. Your starting skill is based on the lower of the two attributes, and then how fast you gain is based on the higher of the two attributes. So hobbies grow faster, but start lower. Specialty skills get the best of both worlds. They just get whatever's the higher of the two attributes is both percentage and gain over time.
Oh, cool. And we just get to select any of our attributes, right? Or any of our skills for as many bonuses that we have, right? So I get +2, so I can select any of them?
Well, for hobbies, we're talking about?
Or can I select from hobby, or do I have to select from skill packages, or can I select 2 of any?
The skill packages give you those 3 skills straight up.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to use your hobbies to select them. Hobbies are separate.
Okay.
If you know your old Palladium, think of like the skills you got from like the like academic packages or whatever they called them, and then the secondary skills. So.
Okay. I see that. Perfect.
I'm confused on what we're talking about. I'm sorry.
Essentially, by the end, you should have all the skills that are given by your skill packages.
Yeah,
plus
and I've got all of my hobbies.
Yep. Plus any selected as hobbies. Okay. You'll also get to designate up to your cognition bonus, which for you is 4, as specialty skills that you are extra good at. Those can be any of those skills, either from the package or hobbies.
Oh, okay. And I just marked those as the marked ones?
Yeah, you will just mark them as specialty, however you want to do that.
Oh, I see. There's a column that is labeled specialty. Okay. Got it.
And I was just explaining that usually we probably aren't going over the full percentages here, because that's probably the clunkiest step here. But the basically, the ones you get from packages start higher but grow slower, and hobbies are the opposite, and those are based on like the attributes that are associated with it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Whereas specialty ones get basically the best on either end. The hierarchy is used for both.
I marked escape, hide, vigilance, and sneak.
Nice.
That's my very good skills.
I
was fully leading into this.
Psychology and sneak for my 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I took extreme sports, not for any great reason, but because I could not risk being a skater-gator. And I felt like medicine, strangely enough, went well with that. Apparently just because, I know how to, patch up injuries.
Yeah.
And what have you. But also I decided genetics would be neat to have like an interest. Getting these associated with this like weird extra dimensional rescue organization. So again, like biology, chemistry, diagnosis. But on the more street end of things, as also a street fighter, just like climbing, performance, streetwise vigilance. And I decided to give him not handler, but like livestock, thinking that maybe he keeps like a coop of chickens or something.
Oh,
he or she, I'm not settled. But.
Yeah. I did take botany as well, because I felt like maybe I can know more about. I just want to make progressively tastier salads.
Yeah.
So I want to learn more about plants.
Why not?
It's really, make the tastiest salads.
I like that. All right. So what is the next step of character creation?
We are moving on to step 8, get stuff. And that's going to be determining the equipment packages, gimmicks, and wealth for our characters. Now, the equipment package is generally going to be determined by your original background that you had,
Oh boy.
Okay.
whether that's like raised by a human. We had, looking to see, fresh my memory, public mascot. So, for example, I can choose a basic equipment package.
Okay.
Oh,
So I
okay.
had raised by mutant community.
Raised by a mutant community lets you select from a basic or survivor equipment package.
Okay.
And then I had the isolated, I think it was isolated life, fringes of society.
Fringes of society. Survivor equipment package, which specifically has to be scavenged or urban.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to wild is not available to you. But
Scavenge or urban. Okay, cool. So piecemeal outdoors or ragged clothing and survival tools, etc. One gimmick plus one of the following sets. Oh, okay.
Concealing classy or formal clothes. Cell phone or smartphone. Pack or sack. What's the difference between a pack and a sack?
a pack is something that you have shouldered, or in the sack is something you carry.
Can I get either one monogrammed with my name
Totally.
once I decide what my name is?
Sure.
Let's see here.
No, that's the important question.
That's got unbalanced game. That's too powerful.
You've
so
broken it now. Monograms, my God.
You drop your bag, and then people know who to return it to. That's
fine.
other characters don't get that.
That's an infinite return glitch that you've just found.
I'll probably just be going with every day because hacker and mechanic don't necessarily. I suppose the only question is whether I'd want to just like say mechanic, but what I mean is science.
Oh yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
I think I'm gonna go with the urban survivor equipment package.
I'm just gonna go with the everyday basic here. Where?
Yeah.
Where do I
get a
put
grooming
this on
kit?
my sheet here?
Get to look all nice.
And your equipment.
I get a weapon and gimmicks.
Sorry, what was that? Equipment.
Yep, your kit may give you weapon or gimmicks, and those are going to be specific things you choose. Stuff like the clothing and the smartphone is just more practical / thematic.
Oh, here we go. I found it. Once I put my glasses on, I found where you're supposed to write this information on the sheet. Amazing what glasses can do. Clothing. I think I'm going to go with classy. Or do I want concealing? Because I am all about hiding. Yeah, I want classy. Gosh darn it. I'm going to follow my heart on this.
Yeah. What's a good small weapon for a lioness that doesn't use weapons?
What's a good what? I'm sorry. Gimmick?
A good small weapon.
A good small weapon for a lion.
I mean, basic knife is very practical. Something like a basic baton is your kind of classic, whether it's a billy club or a fanfare mace. Stun baton.
Ooh, a lion with a stun baton is.
That sounds awesome.
Fun.
Whip.
I don't know. A lion with a whip does sound pretty cool.
It's very thematic, isn't it?
But yeah, all the weapons, the rough list of weapons is on page 63. It doesn't give the stats. Those are in the actual combat section. But that was.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with a flexible whip.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Why
I mean,
not?
if whip is a choice, the answer's whip. I can have a non-burst weapon or basic gimmick. Oh my God, I could have a lucky item. What if I have a lucky rabbit?
Hopefully not. Well,
yeah.
I don't know if you could just count that as your own or not.
No, obviously it's, like been passed down through the family. It's like great uncle Edward's lucky rabbit's foot. To be clear, great Uncle Edward was not a rabbit. He was just a guy.
Let's see, I go with him.
So the one gimmick that I get for the basic portion of the survivor equipment packages, I can choose any gimmick from any of the columns.
Yeah,
is that correct?
if it's not specified, it can be anything.
Excellent.
Oh, I can end up with like 3 basic gimmicks here if I end up with no weapons. I should probably have one weapon. Although my whole thing is hiding. I don't know.
I'm gonna take a moment to.
I have an academic degree.
Could get cybernetics or bionics. That would be wild.
Yeah, I think for my first gimmick, I am going to take the casual companion, and with a moment of implementing, recognize the Egyptian plover as my the birds that help. They're allowed to go into a crocodile's mouth and
Oh, I love that.
pick out the junk. And I look up. Yes, apparently that is also true of the American crocodile. So
That's very good.
Do I want a weapon? I don't. We don't have to play this game. I don't want a weapon.
yeah,
You don't need a weapon.
Okay, so I'm going to take that Lucky Rabbit's foot.
There's a lot of good gimmicks in here.
I have citizenship, a degree, and a Lucky Rabbit's foot. And no money.
oh yeah, I really should have like citizenship, I suppose. Given
Meh.
my background as a, my background as a mascot.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get a casual companion. And it's going to be like a small, like what would, like probably a mouse or something. Like what's the traditional like lion, like antagonist small animal?
I mean, because there's like the lion and the lamb. There's a lion and a mouse. I mean, you could go Lion King and you could have like Zazu, like the bird. Or you could go Scar and have a hyena. But that's not really a small companion.
That's true.
It's just a small animal bonded with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to,
I think it's got to be a mouse, I think.
yeah, if you're going for a hyena, that'd probably be more of a wild companion, I would presume.
Yeah. It can fetch objects, go for help, and provide +8 in suitable tasks. So maybe a little bit more than a mouse, maybe. Well, I mean,
I don't know. The mice in Cinderella were pretty great at stuff. So
that's true. Yeah, but why not? I
it
don't
could
need
be
to
a rat if you wanted to be that way. Like, didn't the Ninja Turtles learn martial arts from a rat?
That's true. Rats can do karate and ninjutsu.
Exactly.
Okay, so it is a rat, a white rat. Okay, so now I also need 2 more basic or survival gimmicks. Or I could use one of my basic gimmicks as a casual companion and get one other gimmick elsewhere.
I mean, you could also get a wild companion then if you still have a survival gimmick. You could get your hyena.
I could.
Or food source, which might be possibly more important. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder. It could be one of my survival gimmicks.
Yeah, survivor gimmicks are pretty good.
Yeah.
Serene
I think I'm going to go food source. So I assume like maybe at the abandoned zoo, there's like an overgrown like garden, or do I eat multiple things?
I think
I can't remember.
Omnivore.
I think so. I think I either took omnivore or
I mean, I'm an herbivore.
Diet.
But did you take the one where you can eat garbage or something? Wasn't that a thing?
Yeah, I can if I need to. I can eat like plants and stuff like that if I need to. It's just not preferred. So maybe I do have like a hunting ground right outside the abandoned zoo or something like that. There's like a field or whatever.
That makes sense.
Plenty of things out there to nibble on. That should be fine. I just have one more thing to get. I'm not sure if I want like something like a grappling hook, or like heavy bionics sounds fun, but like that's kind of going a little too wild with my character. So I think I'm just going to go, you know what? No, I'm going to go stylish clothing.
Mm-hmm. Gotta look good.
Why not? Yeah. I want to look good while I am, taking out the trash, so to speak.
Yep, I end up
very well-dressed lioness.
End up going with the Egyptian plover, the companion, citizenship, and stylish clothing, which I'm thinking is more akin to stylish street clothing, or one of them fancy street fighting outfits.
Ooh, let's say, does your
very nice.
Your crocodile have a gold chain? Are you crocodile or alligator? I don't remember.
Crocodile.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to go full. I'm blanking out on the name, but the
really nice sneakers.
Crocodile from Sonic. It was like the Vector, who has the headphones and the gold chain and the sneakers.
There you go.
There you go. Awesome. Okay, it sounds like we all picked our packages. What's the next part of the get stuff?
Wealth, the wealth chart. You'll have a bonus or penalty from your package. You'll have a null or I don't think any of the ones in here have a bonus, but
no, I have no
a penalty or lack thereof. So
yeah. So we just roll a D100 and subtract our penalty if we've got one, or add a bonus if we get one.
Yeah, I got no pluses or minuses here.
Ooh, okay. Decent cash. I was in the positives at least.
Ooh, I got 71.
You have a bank account?
No, I haven't flipped to the page yet. Bank account. I have 1d6 times 1,000 in the bank. What?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, likewise, my crocodile has 2,000 in the bank.
They let bunnies have bank accounts now?
That's
I'm sitting here happy I have $300 on my person.
I can get a bank account. I also have a degree, so
I'm not a citizen.
I have to have this bank account to pay off all these student loans, probably.
I know.
Ooh, I have $3,000.
Ooh, money bags over there.
3,000 monies. It doesn't specify dollar. Oh, I guess it does have a dollar sign. Okay. 3.
Yeah, at one point early on, I was designing a whole wealth system, and I was like, this isn't really what this game is about. So,
yeah.
That's one of those, like, I'll put it out in a free RPG Day supplement with the wealth system if you want it.
It was more like, I'm not having fun writing this. So I'm not sure people would have fun using it. So,
right, yeah.
Maybe someday I'll change my mind, but
yeah.
Just nice to know that you have money on hand if you need it.
And the only thing then that would be left is that if you chose a weapon, you get a free proficiency with that type of weapon.
Ooh. I get a whip proficiency. That's cool.
Did you pick a weapon at all?
I did not.
Okay. Cool. We're super capable. That's not true. I can like claw things, I think.
Yeah, I do have claws and teeth.
I can run. Yeah. I can dig. I can run away. Which is, really the important stuff that you need, I think. I don't know. Bunny with a gun, just really.
It is a good visual.
Yeah, that's true. I could have made a great sticker off of that. Just Bunny with a gun. Real missed opportunity for our patrons there.
I know.
Yeah,
instead you get a lioness with a whip.
The original NPCs from like the early TMNT RPG stuff was the gun bunnies. So.
I do remember those. Wow.
But with that, we should be ready to move on to step 9.
Step 9.
In which we ponder pretty much 3 main things. Giving our characters names. You choose 3 values, which are kind of just like abstract concepts, things that you'd be willing to fight or struggle for, or you might define your character. Generally speaking, with that, the game tends to focus on positive values because we are, in theory, creating heroic characters. If you want to have a negative value, that is also okay, but you may want to discuss it with folks. There are also contacts depending on your affinity bonus. And if you got a CT bonus way back in backgrounds. I think I might be the only one that qualifies. Oh no, Fringes of Society gives +1 CT, so +1 contact. And Raised by Community does not, but Public Mascot does not. So of this, the lion will increase your affinity bonus basically by 1 when checking it against that table.
Okay.
My affinity is, wow, mine actually went up in the middle of play.
Yeah, my affinity is at 15 right now.
Mine's at 20. A 15 is +2.
Mine's at 15.
20 is +4. Okay, so it's going to be +2. So each of you will have one contact with 2 skills.
Ooh.
And I will have 2 contacts, one with 3 skills, one with 1 skill.
Wow.
Sweet.
And as for values, there's a list on page 64 you can look at for examples.
And there's some random contact tables there too. That's cool. Okay, so name, values. I think values might be a little easier than a name at this point. Let me see.
Yeah, I've got my values of, I think, perseverance, responsibility, and study. I don't know if there might be better one than study for what I'm thinking of, though. Education is probably better. I'm thinking with his kind of like mixed martial arts perseverance goes in responsibility because he works for this larger organization that relies on him. And education just fits in with not only the values of that organization, but also like the skills I've picked where he's got some modest scientific inclinations and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go on to randomly roll a contact. It's male. He has a gendered name. Primary background. Same as mine, so it's institutional.
All right. I'm going to roll up my contact as well.
Yep, I've got a...
This contact is female. Page 66. G2. Okay. A non-gendered name. Avery Lee.
Okay.
Nice.
Michael Goldberg, who's roboticist.
Ooh.
And what's his hobby? It'll be on the same institutional chart. Yeah. His hobby is zoology, so maybe he makes robots to Michael Goldberg. He makes robots to go and observe wildlife, maybe. Or
mm-hmm. Okay, so I have primary occupation, the mutant's primary background, and role on the chart indicated, urban, rural, or institutional. Do I have either of those three?
Your background, I believe, was urban.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
City background, so.
That'd be H3. 85. A sociologist. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Does it?
Avery Lee is a sociologist. One of my one contact is a sociologist.
I thought you were saying you were a sociologist.
Because I have sociology as one of my skills and psychology. So it makes so much sense that I have a person like that. Hobby is... What? No, that can't be right. I rolled the same thing for hobby. Okay. Okay. 78. A reporter. Interesting. This is a very good contact, it feels like.
Wow. Okay. I rolled both of them. I went to go to roll for the reason for assistance. I got member of a shady organization on both.
Oh.
So I'm feeling they may both work for the same organization. That's my character. So I have Michael Goldberg with his robotics and zoology. And then I have Leah White, who is a doctor.
Doctor is helpful.
Yeah, I'm starting to have things come together. I have a feeling like my character is kind of publicly used in like exhibition matches and whatnot in mixed martial arts to help make money and promote the organization's mission of animal preservation. With most people not knowing that they do it for some type of extra dimensional interest, but is creating their own sort of arc in case of earthly disaster.
I have a contact named Zoe White.
Since my contact gets 2 skills, do I roll on H2 a second time for that second skill?
You roll on H1 and then you roll on H2 for any subsequent.
Okay.
So they get their primary occupation always, additional.
Okay. And then since she has
hobbies.
2 skills, I would do 2 hobbies at that point, right?
No, it would be primary occupation and then a hobby.
Oh, okay.
So.
That makes sense. Sure. Cool. So then this character, Avery Lee, has both sociology and questioning. And her reason for assistance is professional interest, particularly in the field of sociology.
You definitely would raise some interesting questions.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she's putting together like an article, a sociology article, which is why she's interested in as a reporter as well.
Sorry. I am rolling, my background thing. So this person is an intelligence agent and in parentheses, sneak. So
yeah, it's just
that fits quite well for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I have to pick one other skill?
Yeah, so the primary occupation will be your first skill, and then the hobby will be the second skill.
I got it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And in theory, the skills are basically you can call on them like once or so in an adventure and basically have them use their skill and it just succeeds. It just flat out.
Got it. Okay.
Later attempts to call on them are turned into actual roles, but the first time you call upon them, this works. Now, one thing I'll mention is much like a lot of the details tables from earlier, the contact stuff is generally just to help folks, decide and puzzle it out, but they're not like binding. If you get something that's like truly ill-fitting, you can always roll it without spending anything. Yeah, early on, you had contacts for like in early playtests, you had a contact for every point of affinity you have, and that quickly became
that's too many people for a GM to keep track
many contacts.
Yeah, yes, it was. So.
I do like that they get more skilled, and then you get more after you have a bit too many.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, I figure I'm like fewer contacts, more skills.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think the only thing I need left on here then is maybe a name for this first part of wrapping up.
We need what, 3 values?
3 values, yes. Unless you had
This feels so defining. I'm like,
I know. I went with found family, loyalty, and justice.
Of course you did.
Of course.
And I went with
why'd you add optimism and hope in there too, Ryan?
Remember, I'm effectively the mama lioness. I take care of others in the group, and we help the group work better together.
And as a reminder, I believe if you had raised by a mutant community, that also adds value community as a fourth.
That's fine. I thought it was going to be like, make me pick more. I was like, no.
Nah. If you took spirituality, that makes you pick 2 more.
No.
But
okay, well, I won't pick
that. There you go.
The spirituality skill package, that is. Yeah, mostly they tend to be positive, just because we're looking at largely heroic characters. You can take negative ones. It's just recommended that you bring it up to your group before you choose something like
revenge
or fatalism or greed.
Watch the world burn.
Accelerationism.
Jokerism. I don't know.
Yeah, they're supposed to be at least somewhat vague. So they're like political. They're supposed to be like general attitudes, but not specific.
Oh yeah, I picked pragmatism, community, obviously, self-awareness, and perseverance.
Okay.
There you go. That makes a lot of sense.
And I have education, perseverance, and responsibility.
All right. And I'm assuming we need effectively like a quote unquote hero name or
it says that you can
close enough to TMNT like naming convention effectively, right?
It says historical names, everyday names, pet names, or even code names.
Oh yeah, you could do pet names. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, usually my go-to when I'm just like naming characters that are in the art, I usually just go to Wikipedia and trying to find an appropriate historical figure. Sometimes which ends up being quite obscure and I forget where I got it. But
okay. I am naming it after the outdoor mama cat that we had drop off 5 baby kittens a couple of years ago in our backyard. And we called her Tinks, which is short for Tinkerbell. Her friends call her Tinks. Actually, everybody calls her Tinks. I don't think she is happy with the name Tinkerbell. That was her original name in the zoo.
Yeah. Meantime, I'm looking up, where does the word crocodile come from?
That's a good question.
And let's take this to Wiktionary because Wikipedia is not helping. They'll tell me who named it. Granted, that's always been an issue with when I was doing dinosaurs and other extinct species. I kind of wanted to have as a little sub name what their name roughly means. And sometimes you get to so do you mean Mariana as a name? That's not Latin. And there's a movement within scientific naming right now to start removing persons' names from species names. So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, yeah, because then you don't have to call them after problematic men.
Yeah. Or like I said, I'm looking up this name of this extinct rodent, and it's Mariana. And so it's Mariana?
Yeah.
What? Who's Mariana? We will never know,
Crocodile comes from the Greek krokodilos, which means worm of the stones. Pebble worm is the literal translation.
Rocky would be a great name for a crocodile.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I'll go completely just self-indulgent and go with Rocky Rococo.
Oh,
I love it.
Amazing.
So.
Oh, breadsticks to die for, Rocky Rococo.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. There's actually weirdly a history there because I grew up in I spent a number of years, teenage years, in Mass, Wisconsin, and I would go to the gaming clubs up at University of Wisconsin. And I did not have much money, and so I would go down to Rocky Rococo's and pick up a couple of breadsticks.
Oh, amazing.
For $2. Luxury.
I think I've only been to Rocky Rococo's once in my life.
It's like mall pizza.
Yeah. That's what I don't think I've ever been to one outside of a mall, but
yeah when I lived down in Wisconsin, they had one on State Street, which is basically the main open air mall.
Yeah.
But that has probably changed. Many things have probably changed since I was there, but
I haven't been down on State Street since high school. When I was there for the state competition for academic decathlon.
Oh, okay.
So fancy. Oh, names are so hard.
Yeah, I go to RUSAP. I can't even remember what that stood for, but it was one of the gaming clubs is named RUSAP, and the other I think was just the University Gaming Club or something generic like that. And I would swap between the two depending on what group had something I could squeeze my way into. Very mercenary window, what groups I could get into.
Yeah.
So I did have a long-running cyberpunk game at the time.
Ooh.
Basically, the guy who ran it was in the military, so he basically, whenever he had time off, and some other game which is lost to history called RPG 3, which was this guy's personal system for his fantasy medieval Europe game. That was pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
I feel like I'm just going to name this rabbit after some flowers that rabbits like to eat, which it turns out is most flowers. Oh. I'm going to go with marigolds because I like their association with death.
Oh, there you go.
Should we give Marigold a last name?
There is a last name surname table.
I rolled Johnson. That sounds fake.
It sure does, but you have
perfect,
citizenship.
So. Marigold Johnson, the fake rabbit.
I don't think I need a last name.
Yeah, no, it's Rocky Rococo's. The pizza shop is named after a character from an old comedy album called the Firesign Theater. So I have no idea if you're familiar with that.
No.
But
No.
almost like all the large Mutants in the Now books have also had a Firestone Theater reference in them because it's my book and I can do that.
Yeah.
So stuff like the Mutant Glue Chinchillas are another reference to that. Anytown, USA is also to a skit.
I think that's it. Right? I
That
did my
is
values.
essentially-
I did my name. I did my friend.
There's just a lot of secondary attributes as well.
I'm 65. For those who would want to work those out, which includes things like your basic combat stuff, initiative, defense, morale, which is your mental defense, superficial harm threshold, or SHT. Got some recommendations occasionally to change that initialism, and I was like, no, that's a joke. Hit points, willpower, your contacts, which we already worked out, your lift, or basically your deadlift capacity, and your move, how many feet you can move in 3 seconds.
Yeah, I don't want to do all that right now.
That's okay.
Yeah. I wanted to figure out my hit points, which is endurance times 2. So 38, I believe I would have for mine. But it also has unused takebacks as well.
Oh, yeah. I used one take back, but I don't remember how many I started with.
I
used
4.
1. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I get 3 additional on there. So 41 hit points.
And
Nice.
my SHT, which is going to be the size SHT, which I think for that size it's 29. Size 11. Yes. 29 for size 11.
Nice.
Plus endurance, plus determination.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I didn't fill in the modifiers.
Curious.
Do we need to fill in the modifiers right now?
I think there might be one thing that I am missing. Let me just check my background real quick. Because that part determines a lot with the character, right?
Which determines a lot?
The background that you get. Let me see.
Certainly the background you roll determines, modifies your skills, your equipment package, and sometimes can give you attribute bonuses. And sometimes it modifies stuff like, I know Fringes of Society gives you +5 SHT.
So I think really, because my affinity is +2 modifier, right?
Yeah.
And my Fringes of Society gives me +1 to my contacts.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
So I should have one more skill, I think, for my main
contact.
Yes. Let me roll that up real quick.
Nice catch.
All right. I'm going to roll on that hobby table again. Different background than that of mutant. So let's see. Since I'm urban, I'm going to be rolling on H5. An institutional profession of 89. Roboticist is another hobby that this person knows. That is a wild combination. Robotics.
I realize,
sociology, questioning, and robotics.
I realize we have 2 contacts with the surname of White, so maybe they're related.
Oh.
I've got Leah White, the doctor, and
Zoe White, the intelligence agent.
Mine that works for her. And beyond that, like the only thing that you might do, we might not worry about right now, are role play hooks, which basically it's a series of questions you can answer. And it's that, you pick out, 2 to 3 rather than answering them all. That's just a series of prompts to, give you more of a role, like how do you get involved with the other characters? How do you feel about humans? Who wronged you so badly that you can't forgive it? Kind of stuff like that.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah, a lot of good prompts there for sure. Yeah, I was thinking that we could probably leave some of those questions for the fanfic portion of
I think that's a
in
good
the discussion.
Yeah.
I think that would be fantastic.
Okay.
I got last reminders. I think I've got everything there. Very good. I think we did it.
Yep, and the final reminder, there's always the final reminders. That is all stuff that I know commonly got missed in testing. So.
Nice. Very good. Okay, very cool.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us for our Mutants in the Now character creation episodes. This was so much fun. I love our little team of two predators and a prey. I'm excited to see what happens from here.
It's a movie in the making.
I'm sure everything will be
90s buddy cop movie in the making.
Yeah. Look, we all saw Zootopia.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to remind people where they can find you online, where they can find this game, your work, all of that?
Yep, I'm Julian Kay, sometimes known in certain corners as Arbco. You can find the publisher page at j-k.games. I'm also, you can find me as Arbco on Blue Sky. And on Kickstarter is currently have late backing for Mutants from the Archives, Pet Shop Blues, which is our big pet-themed expansion with a lot of dogs and cats and other assorted household animals, as well as new villains and new character options of every stripe. So go ahead and give that a look. And but yeah, that's where you can find me. And I'm also on Patreon as Julian Kay, so you can find all the personal stuff and kind of preview stuff that I do for Mutants in the Now there.
Very cool. Well, thank you again, and thank you to everybody for listening. Please join us on the next episode for our discussion block. Call to action.
Yeah, like that. So this is one that obviously had a lot more steps than some of the games that we do. And so, as is usual for me with my particular kind of ADHD, we get toward the middle and I'm like, wait, hold on, you've lost me. Like, my ADHD test results show that.
Yes.
Toward the middle of things, I'm like, what? So I don't, hopefully in the edit, you kind of cleaned up a lot of my, wait, where are we? What are we doing? How many points?
Oh, yeah.
What?
No, don't worry.
Shuffling backwards. I will say that partway through all of this, too, I did find my hard copy of the book. So that was helpful. No, but it is a lot of choices that you get to make, which I think, for some people, and even me sometimes in the games, like I like you get to really individualize things and flesh things out and all that kind of stuff, So there were a lot of choices to make throughout the process of character creation. Yeah.
And I know it was really cool seeing how the skills kind of like shaped the personality of the character
that's where
in this game, which was really interesting.
Mine went from, what am I doing as a bunny, to, I know what I'm doing as a bunny, and it's running away. I'm going through skills and everyone, I'm like, ooh, I like hiding. I like running. I like not being found. I like camouflage. I like how many different synonyms for hiding and running away can I find in this game?
Please don't perceive me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We have a great discussion episode coming up next week. It is extra long because we only had 4 Mondays this month. So really, we kind of had to stretch out the character creation episodes a bit and smush all of the discussion into one supercharged episode.
I will say, I think like our discussion episodes are really, I don't want to say like becoming our bread and butter, because obviously the character creation is what we do. But I think we've really, like the last 6 months or so, I think really hit a stride with the discussion episodes that we've been having. I've been really pleased with them. They're so much fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. We get a lot of great insight into not only the design process, but also the industry and all sorts of other fun behind the scenes things that you don't really hear about in a lot of other places. So yeah, it's a really good episode. I can't wait for it to come out. I should have that to the Patreon soon for our folks that are patrons to hear it early. And then we've got next month's series coming up relatively soon as well. So a lot of exciting stuff coming. So
definitely.
Yeah. But before we let you go for the day, we do have some calls to action. And first up, I would like to remind everybody that coming up this Wednesday, July 23rd, Amelia and I are planning the first of a series of live streams on the One Shot Network Twitch channel at twitch.tv/OneShotRPG. The stream should start around 6:30 p.m. Central U.S. time, and the video on demand will be exported and uploaded to all of our side quest and above patrons on our Patreon. So this first stream is us going over kind of the current state of Undying Bonds, which is the game that was inspired by the Nova series from a few years ago.
Has that been that long already? Of course it has.
What
a stupid question. Of course it has. Yes.
It's been a while. And we decided to make a TTRPG about necromancer magical girls in a world where you play as a magical girl style team that is able to pull on the power from previous generations of previously defeated magical girl teams. So it's a lot of like hardcore magical girl and necromancer blended action, which should be really interesting.
Yeah. We haven't really gotten to go through this for a while because of life and health issues and things like that. So this first one especially is a great point to start because we will also be going back through our own notes to kind of figure out where we left off. So even if you've not listened to any of the Undying Bonds things or anything like that, please feel free to join us because we'll be figuring out what we did too. So
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, same here. We are planning to stream these design sessions pretty much every month to get that live feedback from the audience as we go through things. And to kind of keep ourselves accountable and keep that ball rolling so we can actually get a workable game out there for our patrons, which would be really cool. So definitely check it out if you get the chance.
If you want to help us in another way, there are a few ways you can do so. We would love it if you checked out our Patreon at patreon.com/charactercreationcast. If you're able to help us out, it would allow us to do more for the community and for the show itself. I am officially done with my Ennie's obligations, so I now have time to do more bonus content and things. So if we get to $160 a month, we will hire someone to do monthly webpage updates to our site at charactercreationcast.com, which will include information to pages dedicated to all of the games we're covering and the shows going forward. Also at this level, we'll create unique enamel pins for all of our campaign level backers and maybe get some extra for folks who join up at that level in the future. We are only one campaign level patron away from that goal, so it's not very far away, and you all can help us get there.
Absolutely. And if we can keep going, if we can get to $200 a month, not only will that unlock yearly subscriptions for our supporters at a discount, it will also mean we can afford to pay this web person a bit more every month to update the backlog of games on our site that we just haven't had the time or energy. So many games. This level is only 5 campaign level backers away, which is shrinking as we go throughout the summer here. And it would be pretty remarkable if we can get there before the end of the summer.
Joining at the campaign level means you get new stickers for every month that you're a patron, a set of 3d6 C3 branded dice that are great quality from Chessex, a personalized thank you card from the both of us, handcrafted by me, as well as many other perks. All of that is for $10 a month and will go a long way toward helping us provide a one-stop shop for any of the games that we cover on the show. We also have tiers at $5 where you do get the dice and our bonus episodes, and a $1 level where you get various perks as well, including things like our character sheets for the various games. So you can head over to patreon.com/charactercreationcast to get all the info.
In addition to all of that, we do like to thank our current patrons every episode, including a brand new patron this week. Your support truly helps out a great deal. So let's go ahead and do that right now.
Lieutenant DJG, aka Tigranosaurus, and Eric Bontz, thank you for your continued support.
Daryl Holiday II, Shadim Cabal, and the Shyest Barbarian, thank you for your support as well.
Benjamin Sweeney, Rob Fletcher, and Kevin Brown, you rock. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tentacle Duck, John Adamus, and A3 Sketchpad. So glad to have you backing us.
Thank you, Cole McCallum, Carlos Salazar, and Eric S. Your support brings us so much joy.
Ian Potmeyer, Liam G., and Brian Colm, we're happy to have you here with us. Thank you.
Garden GM, Tanglefoot, Blue Kryptonite. We can't thank you enough, and yet every week we continue to try.
Danny, Nicole Trainer, and Liam Murray, thank you all so much.
Thank you, Kenning, Brian Kurtz, Mark E. Fair. You're all amazing.
Thank you to Drew Owen, Oz, and James McKinley for your continued support.
Sean Metcalf, Robert, and Kevin Bates. You shouldn't have, but we're so glad you did.
And we're glad to have you here, Deadly Edley. Thank you for supporting.
And a very special thanks to our latest patron, Allison Cole, who will be returning as a guest in next month's series, was already on our Alchemistresses series with us. We're really excited to have you here with us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Allison. It's awesome to have you aboard. And thank you to all of our future patrons. If you want to join this phenomenal group of individuals, please head on over to patreon.com/charactercreationcast and help us out. And with more assistance, we'll be able to make those website upgrades to make exploring your favorite games that much easier. And if you want to join in the discussion with our hosts, some of our guests, and a bunch of fans, head on to our Discord at discord.charactercreationcast.com.
In addition to all of that, if you want to help us in another way that doesn't require any money at all, you can leave a rating or review for a show on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Podcast Addict. And we will read every 5-star review as we get them and as we have a chance to record together.
That's all we have for today's episode. Join us here next week for the entire discussion portion of the series with Julian Kay. Until then, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Drink some water, mind the goop, and keep making those amazing people. We'll see you next time. Character Creation Cast is a production of the One Shot Podcast Network and can be found online at www.charactercreationcast.com. Head to the website to get more information on our hosts, this show, and even our press kit. Character Creation Cast can also be found on Twitter and Blue Sky at CreationCast, or on our Discord server at discord.charactercreationcast.com. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Boelter, and I can be found on Twitter and Blue Sky at Lord Neptune or online at lordneptune.com. Our other host, Amelia Antrim, can be found on Twitter and Blue Sky at Ginger Reckoning. Music for this episode is used with a Creative Commons license or with permission from the podcast they originated from. Further information can be found within the show notes. Our main theme music is Hero Remix by Steve Combs and is used with a Creative Commons license. This podcast is owned by us under Creative Commons. This episode was edited by Ryan Boelter. Further information for the game systems used and today's guests can also be found in the show notes. If you'd like to support our show, find us on Patreon. Get access to bonus episodes, exclusive merch, and much more at patreon.com/charactercreationcast. Thanks for joining us. And remember, we find that the best part of any role-playing game is character creation. So go out there and create some amazing people. We'll see you next time.